So Ripple XRP will save the banks. Mass adoption is happening, but what's going to happen to the banks in this episode of Crypto News in a Flash? If crypto is financial freedom, and that financial freedom gives us freedom from the banks, and we can use crypto to become our own banks, what happens to the banks? As of right now, we have a lot of online exchanges that we can trade and transact crypto, and all over the world we have banks that can trade and transact your fiat. But right now, everything is transitioning to digital currency, and it's happening quickly. Not all banks are going to have the time to develop online exchanges quickly enough to compete with the ones that already exist. And we've seen this before, and I'm going to use an analogy that I've used in other videos. Netflix versus the television networks. Once television and movies went online, like how our money is currently going online and digital onto blockchains, Netflix realized something key to win the market. Netflix realized it was easier for them to become their own network than for the networks to become Netflix. That realization spurred Netflix into creating their own movies and TV shows, all the ones we enjoy now. This is how Netflix won and took over media and are now currently the #1 stream service across the world. This same thing is happening with our money. It is easier for exchanges to become banks than it is for banks to become exchanges, at least in the most popular aspects for retail, that is, adding DeFi loans, checking and savings accounts, etc. Robinhood just announced that they will be offering savings and checking accounts to their platform. So as you can see, it's already happening. But there's one company that can save these banks, prevent them from getting left behind in this new digital online blockchain banking future, and that is Ripple, the company that made XRP. They have nearly all the systems that banks would need to digitize their networks to integrate crypto into the bank. There is only one future in which banks compete and survive, and that's by custodying your crypto. And Ripple just trademarked the name Ripple Custody in an online app for their custody systems. Ripple have combined Xcurrent, XVia, XRapid into a singular system called RippleNet. This ISO 20022 compliant system could, and I think will, be the banking savior. This will provide banks with a compliant messaging system, a safe money transfer system. XVia is an API for easy integration into their current systems, provide ODL for on-demand liquidity for banks, as well as resources for banks to be custodians of your crypto. So the next time somebody says XRP is a trash coin, just remember, it's going to be the fuel for the new systems that banks all around the world are most likely going to use. Wealth, love, and authenticity to you all.